Hey y'all, this is Jeremiah, pastor at Centennial ARP. Thanks for tuning in for today's devotional. Romans chapter 8, verse 4 is where we find ourselves today. In order that the righteous requirement of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not according to the flesh, but according to the Spirit. Do you have a blip in your life, a dark spot that won't rub away, that won't go away, no matter where you are, no matter how much time goes by? Perhaps it was a very large mistake, a sin that had massive repercussions for maybe not only yourself, but perhaps your family and your friends. Maybe it was your mother and father, or maybe it was your own wife or your own husband or your children. A moment in time where you recognize that that will be a part of who you are. You might not be that person now, but there it is nonetheless. Maybe you can't think of something off the top of your head that is so extreme like that, but perhaps you can imagine a scenario with me. Maybe a drunk driver who was not only found to be drinking and driving and just simply pulled over, or was passed out after hitting a stop sign or something like that. But perhaps you've seen in the news stories like a drunk driver who hits and kills another person in another car. No matter how sober that driver is for the rest of his or her life, there's a mark, right, that would carry along with that person. The same is true for us, dear Christians. We might not have a strong black mark that we can immediately close our eyes to this time and immediately be drawn back to that moment that we wish we could change, but there are thousands of black marks of sin that have irreparably damaged our relationship with God until Jesus Christ came into this world and lived that perfect life and died that death, the sacrificial one, for you. He took all of those black marks, the big ones and the little ones. He took them upon himself, and he gave you something in return when you believe in him. He gave you a righteousness that fulfills the very law of God. All of the black marks that we have, whether big or small, Jesus took. And now in us, in the exchange, we have a righteousness that is befitting a walk with God, where he would not see us in our stains and in our sin. He would see us in our righteousness and our perfection. God is so good. That is the gospel of Jesus Christ. Think on it today.